So my relationship with Degel Torah began about 8 years ago, where as the coordinator of Munsey's school-based services for OHEL, I began to counsel boys, meet with boys in the yeshiva to see if there was any way that I could help them with school-based issues. Issues with social issues, self-esteem issues, motivational issues. And what began 8 years ago has grown, Baruch Hashem, into a relationship that has become multifaceted. About 2 years or so into the work that I was doing for OHEL in Degel, working with the boys, we had discussed the possibility of doing group work, focusing on different skills. We began with a course that taught the boys rapport skills, and it was a very modest beginning. We would alternate each week a different group of 3 or 4 boys in a series that lasted 3 or 4 sessions. And over the years, as we saw the value of the boys learning these skills, things grew. And in some ways, the Yeshiva Degel Torah was the incubator for this seminar and other seminars that have gone from these small, humble beginnings to becoming full-length programs. The rapport group specifically is now a 16-part series that is held either for a class or even for a grade, even for 2 or 3 grades combined. And there are groups now that are going on with literally 100 students exposed to this material, 16 sessions. And it all began with these small pilot groups that we've run in Degel Torah. And that's why when I had been asked to receive the honor from Degel, I saw it not as much as my receiving an honor from them, but my opportunity to honor Degel because of the way they have had the confidence in me and in our program to be the ones to say, look, you have an idea, let's do it, let's go with it. And which took courage and took vision. And Baruch Hashem, we've been able to not only benefit the boys at Degel, but we've been able to benefit students throughout Rockland County and now even in New Jersey.
I was asked to say a few words about the kollel. Baruch Hashem, I was zeicha that the kollel is led, the Rosh HaKollel is my Bechor Yehuda, and the kollel actually speaks for itself. Whoever goes and visits in the afternoon at the time that the kollel is in session would obviously take tremendous joy. Rav Yankiv Kamenetsky Zechrono Levrocha said that we have the Kabbalah that the people that are Taimech Torah are going to sit in the Olam HaEmes together with the people who are learning Torah. It can't be that Zvulun, who didn't learn as much Torah as Yisachar, that they're going to sit and not understand the Gemara. The SampleBoneiOlam is going to give them b'matona this Torah. You have a promise from the Borei totally one. Neman ani l'shalem. The Eibishter is Neman. He says, "V'harikoisi lachem bracha." Take this bracha. Make yourself a kli to be mikabel this bracha, and the Eibishter should give you ad b'lidai. You should be able to do mitzvahs and ma'asim tovim. That it should be our way of doing our chayvus and bringing the Geula Shlema.
The last time when I met Mordechai Schwab, our revered cousin, which is the first cousin of my grandparents from Switzerland, he told me, Shmuel, don't forget Ahavas Chaverim. I think this is really a thing that he was always talking about Ahavas Chaverim, and I feel that this is why our children are so happy in our yeshiva. This is something that Reb Mordechai put into our yeshiva, and it's just lasting, and it's being instilled to our dear children. I think it's just amazing come in, I invite everybody to come in. I happened to be a few weeks ago in Yeshiva. I was standing with Moshe Abosher by the door, and I saw the smile of the boys that came out of the bus going into Yeshiva. I think this is a very special mila. They're instilling to our children that doesn't come from itself. This comes from a lot of sacrifice and a lot of Mesiras Nefesh of our dear Moshe and his whole entire Chosheva staff. When I go to a simcha, a kiddush, a bar mitzvah, and I see the boys of Degla Torah, I'm very much proud that my kids are also in this special moisid. If you just look how they part of the simcha and not being a pain to the simcha, the boys are just blending into the simcha, sitting b'derech eretz, talking b'derech eretz, and this is really something that very much impresses me. I would like to thank everyone that came tonight to be mishtatef in this dinner of this special moisid, and I would like to thank anyone who was mishtatef monetarily with a donation. The schus of the Tinoike Shel Beis Rabban should beistein to all of you and to whole Klal Yisrael, and should bring us Mashiach Tzidkeinu b'mhera b'yameinu amen. Thank you very much.
Beteach b'Shem, Chesed Chesed Yisoy v'Beni. Beteach b'Shem, Chesed Yisoy v'Beni. Beteach b'Shem, Chesed Chesed Yisoy v'Beni. Beteach b'Shem, Chesed Yisoy v'Beni. Ayit gedenk us auf die Schnee, in wie mir geht, wenn du saust mir. Hot wie duchen wird alles angehen, wir haben ja Pashem. Ayit gedenk us auf die Schnee, in wie mir geht, wenn du saust mir. Hot wie duchen wird alles angehen, Chesed Yisoy v'Beni. Beteach b'Shem, Chesed Chesed Yisoy v'Beni. Beteach b'Shem, Chesed Yisoy v'Beni. Beteach b'Shem, Chesed Chesed Yisoy v'Beni. Beteach b'Shem,